Malcolm and Marcus plus you reborn. Call me Chad X, new Black Panther. With a raised fist, I resist racist oppression, injustice. Mark my words, I won't quit. Never give up till we get justice.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy CS with Motivate Minds. By now, I'm sure everybody's heard about Deion Sanders and his Colorado Buffalo team and their victory over TCU on Saturday. I'm a pretty big Deion fan, and I'm a really big supporter. Loved him when he was at Florida State. That's my team. I followed him all throughout his NFL and his baseball career. And I love the fact when he went to Jackson State because I'm a pretty big supporter of HBCUs as well. So what I want to do is I'm going to break this video down into two parts. The first part, what I want to talk about is when he first arrived at Colorado, some of the things he said and some of the things that were said about him. And the second part, if I can get to it, will be just about after they won the game on Saturday and some of the naysayers and negative comments that were said. Does anybody remember when I said this? I felt that he should stay at Jackson State at the time because I'm a firm believer in HBCUs. Plus, I went pretty hard in the paint when he finally left last year, 2022, for the people that had, dogged him out. Man, I went toe-to-toe with some people, supporting him because I believe that he had did everything that he said that he was going to do, for not only Jackson State, but for HBCUs. Do I think that he should have left? No. Do I understand why he left? Yes. I had some reservations about him going to Colorado because I really love the fact that he brought a lot of attention to HBCUs and HBCU football. And I felt, as you heard, that he should have stayed at Jackson State, but I also understood why he was going to Colorado. When he announced that he was going to Colorado, you had members of like the black press and those supporters of HBCU football were very critical of him. But then you had those on the other side, of the fence that were supportive and said, it's a good move for him, that he had done everything that he could do for HBCU football. And I felt the same way, for the folks that was criticizing him. They said, well, he came in with all this hoopla and he talked about kids going to HBCU and then he turns around and jumps ship. But, when you really think about it, Deion Sanders did everything he could. And even Saturday after they won, he kind of hyped up HBCU football, and I felt the same way that he did everything he could do. He did everything that he said that he was going to do, and he left the Jackson State program in better shape than when he got it. When he got to Colorado, this is what he said on his first meeting with the team.
We got a few positions already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me, and it's Louis. So I want y'all to get ready to go ahead and jump in that portal and do whatever you're going to get. Because the more you jump in, the more room you make.
Oh, and not only that, but he also said this.
Where's Shador? Shador? And this is your quarterback, all right?
So they showed that clip, or those two clips really, about him addressing the team and, about jumping in the transfer portal, about I'm bringing my own luggage with me, and it's Louis, right? They cut it. The other thing that they showed was when he introduced his son Shador as the quarterback, right? He said, this is your quarterback. But you know what? In both clips, they didn't play the full story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down into two sections, and I'm going to play both clips. First, I'm going to play what he said about Shador.
Where's Shador? Shador? And this is your quarterback, all right? He's going to have to earn it, don't believe that. He's going to have to earn it. Yeah, the quarterback's going to have to earn it.
Now, that paints an entirely different narrative, right? So for all the people that said he's giving his son the starting quarterback position, he clearly said, but he's going to have to earn it. So it's amazing what happens when you get the full story or the all of the information. Now, let me get to this other clip. The one where they went to town on when he was saying that, I'm bringing my own luggage and it's Louis. Basically he's saying he's bringing his own kids with him And the other half of that was when he was telling them, well, you might as well go on and get ready to jump in the transfer portal. You know, the media said, and, you know, all the talking heads on all the sports networks were saying he telling the kids, you know, to get in the transfer portal, right? That's all they showed. But let me show y'all the full clip.
The cleats, I guarantee it's going to be some special. We got a few positions already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me. And it's Louis. Okay. It ain't going to be no more of the mess that these wonderful fans, the student body, and some of your parents have put up with for probably 2 decades now. I'm coming. And when I get here, it's going to be changed.
What he was talking about there was the mediocrity that they had become used to. And he said the fans and the parents did not deserve that. Remember, Colorado they went 1-11 last year. They won 1 game, and then the 2 years prior they won 4 games. They were horrible. But the media outlets, just about every last one of them, all the sports outlet, maybe with the exception of 1 or 2, only played the clip that, you know what, I'm bringing my luggage and it's Louis. Right? That's what they played. But they didn't give the rest of the narrative. So when you listen to what he said in its entirety, it makes sense. But hold on, there's more.
It's the spirit around this team, around the school, that is not traditional. In some kind of way, you guys have accepted it, and you've begun to be complacent with it. And even some of the guys that aren't here that's supposed to be here, those are the ones. All this gonna stop. Because we bring kids that are smart, say that, smart, tough, fast, disciplined, with character. One more time. Smart, tough, fast, disciplined, with character. That's the ones we're going to get. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
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 So how bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want this? What are you sacrificing right now to substantiate that you really want this?
Did y'all hear what he said? That's a coach. That's not only a coach, in my opinion, that is a mentor and a motivator. Because he laid it out to him. He gave him the facts. He told him about the program. I mean, he just didn't say y'all sucked. He didn't say that. You know, he said that there was a spirit, right, of basically of complacency because, again, the football team was horrible. Then he told them what type of kids they were bringing. And then he turned around and asked them, is that you? He challenged them. He challenged them. Then he also talked about, that I didn't put in there, he talked about some of the players who were really good on that team had to play beside people who really didn't care. And he said the players who cared really didn't deserve that. And he said those are the ones he's going to get rid of, the ones who didn't care. But in the portion that I showed, he challenged them and he turned around and asked, are you one of those kids that are smart, fast, you know, disciplined, and all the rest of that stuff that he said? So listen, as y'all, if you watch college football and you watch them play, because the first game is over and hopefully I can get to the second video, I want you to think about all the negative things, if you heard it, that the media said about him, and then think about what I just showed y'all. It paints a whole nother picture of Deion Sanders. What I have kind of learned is that sometimes quiet people don't get attention. He's drawing attention to himself and the world is watching. In a prior video, I talked about all the pressure that they put on Deion Sanders to bring attention and all this stuff to HBCU football. But then you had Eddie George right there at Tennessee State. But guess what? Eddie George is quiet. You wouldn't even know he's a football coach. And that's the one thing I do admire about Deion Sanders. He talked the talk and he walked the walk. People criticized him for what he said in the locker room, or what he said to those players. But had Nick Saban said it, Kirby Smart said it, Jim Harbaugh, any of those other coaches, you know, that from some of these big programs that we regularly see, nobody wouldn't have said a word. But because it's him, and y'all know the other underlying factor, everybody has something to say. But anyway, I just wanted to shed a little bit of light, and I just wanted to back up before I went forward. As far as talking about Colorado football, I'm not a Colorado fan. I'm a Deion Sanders fan, right? I love my HBCUs, and I'm a Florida State fan, but I love my HBCUs as well. So anyway, hey, this your boy C. Hess. I'm out.
Malcolm and Marcus plus you reborn. Call me Chad X, new Black Panther. With a raised fist, I resist racist oppression, injustice. Mark my words, I won't quit. Never give up till we get justice.